What is up, everyone? So here is a quick yoga routine for shoulders and posture. A lot of people have shoulder pain and it's attributed to bad posture. You know, that kind of hunch forward look, your chin is coming forward, your shoulders are rounding forward, and you're just like this. I'm exaggerating, but this is what happens because people are sitting all day at the computer, or they go to the gym and they just hit bench press a lot, and they don't realize that it's not just about hitting back and chest, it's about hitting all these little muscles back here that keep your shoulders in its proper position. So these are some stretches and movements I would use because I suffered from bad shoulder problems, torn labrum in the shoulder. Took years for me to get over this. Had surgery, everything. Nothing really felt like it helped, but when I started doing these stretches and fixing my breathing mechanics, because people don't realize that shoulder pain and shoulder problems and postural problems, it's all breathing. Breathing isn't just some chemical gas exchange going on in your lungs. It's a physical, mechanical, entire body thing. And if you're not breathing properly, you're not supporting your spine. Your spine is not properly supported. Sorry, my voice is kind of gone today. The whole shoulder girdle will be completely screwed up if you're not breathing properly. So with all of these stretches, all these movements, keep in mind you want to be slowly breathing into your belly, using your diaphragm, relaxing, and this is something I would suggest you do every morning or every evening. Probably every morning and every evening. If you're really having problems with this, I would do it once in the morning, once in the evening, because right when you wake up, that's when you're super stiff and you want to loosen it up and prime yourself for the day. And right at the end of the day, when you're about to go to bed, that's when you're really kind of loose and your body's worn from the day, so you can really kind of get into those muscles and tissues. So let's get started. Alright guys, so you are going to need one thing. You could use a belt, a strap, a towel. I like using this little resistance band thing. To be honest, it's probably better you use a belt or a towel or something. I just use this thing because I like it. Use whatever you want. So it's something that you could just pull on and you'll see why. So yeah, grab it. Peace. Alright guys, I've tried this voiceover so many times I keep messing up, so let's hope this one goes well. So with the band or the towel or whatever you're using, you want to be actively pulling it apart with straight arms, like I just did. And as I pull down, I'm driving my elbows down to the ground. Very important, drive through your elbows. That activates the muscles around your scapulas, shoulder blades. And see right now, I'll be breathing in on the way up and then breathe out on the way down. Contract the belly as you breathe out, relax the belly and allow it to expand when you breathe in. Actively pulling it apart, actively driving the elbows down. This is really important. You want to be activating those rotator cuff muscles, the muscles around your shoulder blades, and just kind of really exercise them and bring that chest open. But you don't want to be arching your back too much. You want to keep your core engaged enough to keep your back straight, so you're really getting into the shoulders. Because sometimes we arch our back a little bit too much to do these things, and we're not really getting in the shoulders. Just breathe out. Breathe in. That's it for that one. For this next one, I'm going to spin around. And for this one, you might be able to grab your opposite hands behind your back, but that's not the point. See, the whole point of this little routine is not flexibility. You don't want to over mobilize your shoulders or make them hypermobile. You want to be activating all of these little rotator cuff muscles. See, when you go to physical therapy for your shoulder, you'll be doing those repetitive kind of band movements, but this one really helps because you're syncing the breathing, you're activating all these muscles, you're driving through the elbows. So for your right arm on top, you're driving upward with your elbow while pulling. You're pulling in both directions. That's why I really like the band. So remember, it's not about flexibility, it's about activation, engagement. You're breathing still through your belly. I'm pulling apart on that band and I'm breathing. And I'm kind of even using my head to push my arm back so it's nice in alignment with my body. Don't let that elbow come forward. Make it so it stays kind of in line with your hips. Switch. Same thing on this side. This is my tighter shoulder. I've eradicated all of my shoulder pain, thank God, but I still want to get that right scapula really anchored down. Still seeing some winging, but that's why we're doing this. You see, I haven't done this in a long time actually, and just filming this made me realize I felt so good after. I was like, man, I need to do this every day again. There was a point where I was doing something like this every day, and it really helped. Actively pulling the band apart, the towel, the belt, the strap, the shirt, whatever you got. Whatever. I really hope I don't mess this up again. I've seriously messed up so many times. Like 4 times already. Take some deep breaths through the belly, and that's it. Now we're gonna reach up and over with the right arm, and then use the left arm to press against your right elbow. So what I'm doing here, again, not a flexibility thing, I'm pushing up with my right arm, with my right elbow, driving through that right elbow as I'm pressing down with my left arm. It's a simultaneous kind of opposing force type thing, I don't know. But this really helps, like I said earlier, just engage all those muscles, put your shoulder in a kind of a hypermobile, almost compromised position, and forcing it to get stronger in those positions. Breathing deeply. Now we're going to switch. Same thing on this side. Drive through that left elbow, push down with that right arm, right hand, whatever, and breathe deeply. As deep as you can. The deeper the better. It's okay to laugh too, guys. Like, I know I might not be funny, but laughing is always encouraged in yoga. It's associated with letting go, releasing. Just laugh. All right, moving on. Setting away my phone so it doesn't overheat. So now I'm like thinking, like, what should I do next? I do this all on the spot, guys. Like, I'm just so intuitive about this. Like, I know all these movements, but I just kind of put it together. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm praying to God and I'm asking, please take my shoulder pain away. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm pressing my hands together actively, and I'm pressing my elbows into the ground, always driving through the elbows. And remember, it's not a flexibility thing, so I'm engaging my core, keeping my back straight, and slowly kind of nodding my head, like inching my forehead closer to the floor, moving my neck around, things like this. Driving through the elbows. I keep saying that, but it's just so important. And last but not least, don't forget to breathe. Breathing is seriously so important, guys. I used to think it was such bullshit. I used to think, like, what the hell does it have to do with anything? It has to do with everything. Alright, guys, so now for this next one, this is going to be kind of a static hold. It'll be a little bit challenging for some of you. But what we're going to do is we're going to just watch me. It's kind of hard to describe. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm kind of spinning my thumbs up, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together as much as I can. And make sure you're looking at the floor when you do this, because if you try to look up, and scrunch your neck, you're going to compress the hell out of your neck, and that's not good. So you want to keep your neck nice and long by staring at the floor. Flex those glutes, flex your back, squeeze your shoulder blades, and just hold and breathe. This is really good for training those muscles around your shoulder blades to fucking work, because usually they're just not working, and that's why people have wing scapulas or hunched postures, and this just really helps your entire posture and that whole neck scrunch. Helps your shoulders sit back and down in the proper position. Almost done. There we go. Done. I think we were done before I said almost done. Whatever. Okay, so for the Sphinx pose, I love this one. I just chill and watch TV in this pose. Again, same shit. Drive through the elbows. Deep breaths. If you feel back pain here, don't be so afraid of it. Just breathe into it. Don't push it. Ease into it. Move your body. Remember, this is very intuitive. Yoga is a very natural thing. It's different for everyone. You can guide people, but everyone's body is different. Everyone's body is experience different things. But just don't be so afraid of pain. But obviously don't push into it. And if you can, fully extend the arms like I am. Deep breaths. And what I really like to do to help that back pain is I'll flex my glutes, because it kind of helps reset the pelvis. Because oftentimes that back pain we're feeling is just your pelvis is not even, and it's just pinching one side of your back. So flexing the glutes really helps to align that, and you'll see that kind of goes away. And then breathing deeply into your lower back / belly. Very crucial. Now I like to come in a little child's pose to kind of balance out the back bend. Just breathing deeply in my back. Reaching forward. Alright guys, this should be the last one. I'm gonna kind of play around with this at first. I'm deciding how should I sit? What's the best way to sit? I realize most people can't sit like this. So I'm let's sit like this then. Alright, so now I have my, I believe, that's my left leg over the right leg. And I'm going to reach back with my left arm, up and over with my right arm, and cross. Again, an active movement. I'm actively pushing my elbow into my knee. Actively pushing, and I'm breathing. This is great for the shoulders because, like I said, shoulders and hips super intertwined, and this is what really gets you out of that. I'm going to just show you a side view of this. You don't have to stop. Oh yeah, I want to show you the side view because what's really important is actually with my back left arm, I'm using that to kind of press into the ground and pull my body over. And again, it's a very active thing. It's not about flexibility. I'm not trying to owl, turn my body around like an owl or something. I'm just trying to be real active with it, breathing, engaging those muscles, rotator cuff muscles and whatnot, pressing against my elbow with my knee and vice versa. And now we're going to switch it up to the other side. This is my really tight side. I need to really work on this side. Look at that, I'm just Jesus. So now I'm reaching back with my right arm, reaching up and over with the left one. Same shit on this side. Press simultaneously with the elbow and the knee, both against each other. Breathing deeply. Very active posture. You gotta clean your nose too, like that, like I did. I'm just kidding. kind of like to play around with opening my hand and stuff like that. It makes a difference. All these little subtle, weird little movements. They make a difference. Oh yeah. Almost done here. I think I might have spent a little bit longer on this side because it's my tight side, but my apologies. What the hell is going on here? Alright guys, so last pose is corpse pose. Spend as long as the time as you need in that. And I hope this helped. Sorry for my voice. There's so many more moves I could show you, but I want to make this quick and easy because I know you guys are busy and you don't want to become yogis. But in the future I will be releasing a little bit more longer videos, more moves, because to truly get into your spine and to like release a lot of this tension that we're holding, it takes a little bit longer, but this is a great way to start. If you do this every day, you'll see massive improvements. So yeah, I hope this helps. Peace out.